Well, Missouri Governor Jay Nixon signed a tax cut into law today during a ceremony in Kansas City.
Now, not everyone is happy about that. Chris Hernandez is live to explain. Chris?
Mark, good evening. Missouri's governor says this is a tax cut that will help small businesses. But advocates for the poor say this really helps big businesses, and it's revenue that the state should keep to spend on education and other services.
The Boulevard Brewery will benefit from the cut in Missouri's corporate franchise tax because it has more than the minimum $10 million in physical assets in the state. Missouri's governor says he wants lower taxes to compete with Kansas rather than going through project-by-project battles in the economic development border war.
But I just don't want to see this as an economic development auction where taxpayer dollars are ratcheted to a higher and higher level with less return on investment.
Nixon came here to sign the tax cut into law, but advocates for the poor say it's cutting $87 million that could go to education.
Cut $64 million from higher education. In one fell swoop, this money could pay for those higher education services so that we have an educated workforce that is going to attract jobs to Missouri.
Nixon says the state will get more revenue as businesses grow.
I mean, the goal here is to grow the economy. I mean, the goal is not to, you don't cut your way to prosperity.
But Gleason says better services attract business too.
We really need to make sure that we take a balanced approach so that we have the revenue to provide for the basic services and infrastructure that companies do look at when they're making decisions about where to relocate.
Boulevard has grown to 90 employees shipping beer to 20 states, but they still consider themselves a small business compared to Anheuser-Busch and say this tax cut will help them buy more equipment to keep growing.
Governor Nixon says about 3,000 businesses will benefit from this tax cut. He also says that it will be capped immediately and then the tax will be phased out over the next 5 years. Reporting live in downtown Kansas City, Chris Hernandez, NBC Action News.